Hey YouTube, so I want to do a quick video here on how to be the gray man. I feel like it's very a very useful skill to have right now. You know, like they say, the fight that you can avoid is a fight that you've won already. You know, and you want to avoid, especially in the future as things get worse and worse. You want to avoid the attention of local thugs, police, military, checkpoints. You know, there's going to be increasingly more and more people trying to take other people's things. More and more people become suspicious of others, and you just want to avoid as much attention as possible. Uh, One of the main things that I've learned is not to make eye contact with anybody. You know, when you're out and about doing your things, just mind your own business. And as soon as you make eye contact with someone, they're gonna feel a little threatened, or they might feel to them it justifies them talking to you, interacting with you in some way. But if you don't make eye contact, it's going to be a lot harder to initially break that ice. So avoid eye contact. Maybe even wear sunglasses, wear a hat. You know, that's going to cover your eyes a little bit. Um, Wear clothes that are neutral colors, and just plain jeans, t-shirts. You know, the most common things in your area, you know, to try and fit in. And that can depend area to area. Obviously, if you're living in New York, it's going to be different than if you're living in Tennessee. But wherever you are, you want to try and fit in clothing wise as much as possible. And, you know, if you have a car, the same thing, you want to have a plain car, typical of that area. If you're walking in a crowd, you want to stay within the middle of that crowd, not in the front, not in the back, and you want to keep a good pace. That's also going to give people less justification to talk to you. You want to try and stay as calm as possible. Keep deep breaths. You know, don't give any kind of nervous energy off. Just try and be in your own world as much as possible, and try and stay calm. And it can help to focus on little details. You know, uh, count things, look at the colors, just focus on the outside world rather than focusing on your inside sort of world, but without, interacting with anybody. And it can help also to look a little silly. You know, don't look threatening. You don't want to look weak, but you don't want to look too tough either. You know, you don't want to look, the sort of like gangster style. You want to look a little silly. You know, and if you can have some kind of clothing that will help you to look like that, that would be great. And basically, you want to keep as low key as possible. You want to be polite, to everybody. Don't make a scene. Don't raise your voice. Basically, don't show your emotions, so you don't make an impression on anybody. And you don't want to talk about your personal life, any personal experiences that you've had. You probably want to listen a lot more than you speak. And basically, just try and stay as low key as possible. It's pretty much common sense, but it can help to practice, these type of things. Also, I noticed you don't want to look too clean cut. I had a problem where I went to Honduras, and a lot of people were saying I looked too clean cut. I was too shaved. I was exercising all the time, and it didn't really fit in with the other tourists that were there, who were, mainly just drinking, smoking weed, had beards, long hair, and people found it kind of odd. So I grew out my beard and grew my hair a little bit and tried to look a little bit more disheveled in order to fit in, and it seemed to help. So like that, it's kind of like a camouflage. You want to be a chameleon to fit in wherever you go. Interact with the other people and take the social cues to stay as normal as possible where you are, so you don't attract any kind of attention. Really, that kind of situation, any type of attention would be bad attention. So I don't know if anybody else has any other gray man tips, but like I said, I feel it's a very useful survival skill, and especially in the future as things become worse and worse. Thanks.